Good evening from BBC London News. I'm Victoria Hollins. The head of the global financial regulator, the IMF, says it's unlikely that banks in London will move abroad because of changes to taxes and regulations. In recent months, there have been reports that city institutions, including HSBC Bank, may consider leaving the capital if costs rise. Gareth Furby reports.
For a while now, the talk has been that some big banks might just go if the regulation regime gets tougher and banking levies continue. But now it's reported a leading IMF figure has said the banks might not be able to move even if they wanted to, because other countries won't want the risks associated with this. Svein Andresen reportedly said you shouldn't take it for granted at all that other jurisdictions would want the banks.
I think these threats are largely just intended as blackmail to try and stop reform happening. When you look at it in detail, most banking activity cannot leave the UK.
So does this all mean the banks may be just bluffing, and students like these at Cass Business School today can continue to prepare for a lucrative career in London, as nothing is going to change? Perhaps not.
Those countries out there that see the level of tax revenue that the banks in London are producing for London are quite interested in getting hold of that tax revenue, and they'll make a judgment against whether they think that that's a good bet risk-wise or not a good bet.
So is the sun really setting over the city's banking sector? Well, today I spoke to quite a big name in the city, and he said this is really all about sabre rattling, a process of negotiation which continues between the government and the banks. Gareth Furby, BBC London News.